So at the moment we have around just under 17,000 international students studying in New Zealand. That is down from 120,000 back in 2019. What we're starting to see, and our borders only opened, is increased interest in coming to study in New Zealand. We have seen an increase in the number of applications for education rise by 25%. So we're really optimistic at the rebuild of the sector. COVID-19 had a large impact on everyone, not only in New Zealand, not only in education, but around the world. And I think that for New Zealand, we took a very clear path of making sure that we tried to make sure the public's health was looked after and maintained. So the impact on international education, of course, was that students couldn't come to our country. The other thing with that was that those students that were in New Zealand couldn't leave our country, and we put in a lot of effort and working with our providers to make sure that the international students that unfortunately couldn't get back to their families and their home were looked after and cared for, and made sure that we gave them the attention to make sure that their stay was the best possible for them. So for us, while the impact was very strong, what we have got is now a reputation that our care for the people that come to our country and making sure that they are safe and well. Prior to COVID, the New Zealand education sector was the 5th largest foreign exchange earner for our country. So a very important part. But what we've understood over COVID is there's a much broader value to international education than just the economics. And part of that is the role that international students play in our communities to help us understand different cultures, to help us understand how different groups think, so that our students and ourselves get a much better understanding of the rest of the world. The other thing that international education does is it creates a much deeper and better connection between countries. So we've had the relationships between Thailand and New Zealand are very strong, and a lot of that is driven because of the education experiences Thai students have had in New Zealand. So from a broader value perspective, we see international education as incredibly important. So the traditional areas of study for Thai students remains the same, in that business administration, engineering, social services, they are still very important to a number of Thai students. But what we are also seeing is how do Thai students taking on new and different subjects, things like artificial intelligence, creative technologies, emerging technologies, and data science, as well as health services. So what we're seeing is the learners are thinking in a different way and thinking about the subjects that are going to help them in the future with their employment and also with their life. So one of the key things about international education, and particularly for New Zealand, is not only does a student get a high quality education, but the experience of studying in New Zealand really impacts on them and who they become for the future. So one of the ways that we're expressing that is the impact on the student and them becoming new. They're becoming more independent, they're learning new things and having new experiences. So I am new is the key theme for our campaigns, and it's about how a studying in New Zealand is much more than just what happens in the classroom or the lecture room. It's about how a student can learn to live, become independent, look after themselves, all of those sorts of things, which is incredibly important for the future and for the student in the future to be part of the world and to be able to contribute and be that global citizen.